you're watching today's episode, if you're listening to today's episode, in an earshot of today's episode, you allow somebody to tell you who you are. Somebody told you who you are, what to think about yourself, what you like, what you dislike, what you can do, what you can't do, what you should wear, what you shouldn't wear. They told you how much you're worth, how much your time is worth, how essential are you, how important you are. And the worst part about all this is, you believe it. They have defined how you walk around, how you treat others, how you see others. Most importantly, they have taught you and convinced you how to see yourself. You know the worst part about it? I'm the same way. Same thing happened to me. Let me tell you a story. I worked for a company for almost 10 years. I'm not going to go into details of company people because I don't want to get sued. But if you know me, you know exactly the company you're talking. I walked into that company with high ambition, high hopes, high goals. Self-confidence was through the roof. I remember walking through the halls of the top floor and seeing a wall decorated with previous CEOs who had painted portraits on it. And I just said to myself, one day my picture's gonna be on it. I believed it. I believed it. I spoke it into existence. It had to happen, right? I believed it. But about a year in, that self-confidence, that ambition that I walked in, was gone. It was completely gone. I realized the self-confidence that I had was just lower self-esteem. The ambition that I was walking in with was just pure arrogance. I just realized that maybe I'm not good enough for these offices. Maybe I'm not a leader. I was convinced that I was not good enough to ever have my picture on them. I allowed others to define who I was. I'll never forget it. I went for an interview for a position. And when they called me in after we did the interview, they came, sat down, talked to me, and said, you know, you had the best interview out of every candidate that applied for this job. You were the most prepared for this interview. You had the best answer. But I'm sorry, you can't have the job. Every other candidate got the position, but I remember hearing that would never be good. Then when you do get a raise, you get penny. You get a quarter raise. What does a quarter raise equal up to? In most cases, you might get extra $10 in your paycheck every 2 weeks or every week, or extra $25, enough barely to cover your gas. You never get what you truly worth. And soon after, you realize and you start to accept that maybe my worth is wherever they say my worth is. Whatever they're choosing to pay me for my time, that's how much my time is worth. Whatever they believe about me, that's what I am. So if they think that I'm not good enough for these offices, then apparently I'm not good enough. They don't think I'm a leader, then apparently I'm not a leader. I'm not good enough. It was so bad, people, that when I walked around my house, I didn't even know who I was anymore. When I walked around my children, I completely lost my identity. I completely lost my self-esteem, my ambition, my own passion was gone. I didn't know who I was. The worst part about it is I didn't know that. I didn't know that all this was going until one day I walked past the mirror. And you ever catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror like, oh, who the hell are you? Like, you ever been startled? Who the hell are you? Like, what are you there? Somebody was in your house, or you didn't know a guest was in your house, and you jumped like, what are you doing? You can't beat them up. That's what happened when I walked past the mirror. I jumped like, who the hell are you? Like, what the hell are you doing in the house? Why are you wearing my clothes? Why you got my shoes on? How long you been here? You been eating my food? You been taking my kids to school? You been kissing my wife good night? Good morning? You been cooking? Yo, you been driving my car? Who the hell are you? I didn't know who the hell this person was. This stranger was in my house. This stranger was in my mirror looking back at me, and them answering them questions, and they asking me the same damn questions. They interrogate me as if I'm the one wrong here. I'm looking at the stranger in my house like, why the hell are you around my children? Why the hell are you? How did you get in here? How did you get in my self-conscious? How did you get in my house? How did you get in my shoes, my clothes? I didn't realize that this stranger in my house have infiltrated what is most sacred to me, which is most safe to me. My home and my subconscious was infiltrated by this stranger who broke in my house. How did they get here? And when you're looking at me right now live, you probably saying, ain't nobody breaking my house. Ain't nobody breaking my subconscious. Ain't nobody changed the way I feel about myself because you're in denial. You're in denial about the truth. You're in so much denial that you went around and you putting sheets and curtains all over the mirrors in your house so you don't see your reflection of yourself. So you don't see a change. You don't even realize there's somebody right now walking around your house all in your refrigerator, all in your stove, cooking. They ain't washing their hands. They're all around your children. They driving your car a little faster than you. They're not getting the oil change done, not getting the brakes done, not getting the tune up. They sitting there dragging your shoes around, the red bottoms you got that you spent a bunch of money on. They just dragging them all over the ground, scratching up the bottom of your red bottom. They mistreating your wife. They neglecting your children. They sitting there watching your TV, running up your phone bill, not paying your electric bill. You got this stranger in your house right now, and you don't even realize it. You got this stranger right now living in your subconscious, and you don't even realize it. Because you're in denial about the truth. But we're going to get to the bottom of how the hell this stranger got to our home. And we're going to treat it like when you get a bug in your house. You ever had like an ant, and you all had ants and roaches and something in your house. Don't pretend like you didn't. Never had a rodent or nothing in your house. We all had them, so don't pretend like you didn't. And what do we do when we see like an ant or something in our house? Oh, you're wrong for this. You broke into the wrong house today. You go get your shoe or your bug spray. You're wrong for this, and you start to get the bow, and you this roach, this ant will die today. You're gonna die today. You broke into the wrong house today, and you kill it. We gotta kill that stranger who's in our house right now, who's living in our home, who's cooking our food, who's driving our car, who's living in our subconscious. We have to kill off that person. They can't exist no more. Damn asking them how they got here. We need to figure out how you got in here, how to keep you out. But first, we gotta get you the hell out of here. And how we get you the hell out of here is this. You gotta understand that you have to know who you are and not allow others to define who you are. You gotta learn to be comfortable with the fact that you made mistakes. You made decisions, bad decisions. You got to withdraw from the excuses of blaming somebody else for your shortcomings. From falling victim to denial. And we all fell victim to denial. At some point, we all fell victim to denial. We either applied for a car loan, a student loan, we applied for some type of loan or something, and we got denied for it. We applied for a credit card, you got denied. You applied for a college, you got denied. You applied for a job, you got denied. So we all have been denied at some point in our lives. But it's how we handle that denial is going to really define how we see ourselves and how we allow others to define who we are. Because see, some of us, we deal with denial differently. We got the people who deal with denial the wrong way, and people who look at denial as an opportunity to grow. Okay, so let's start with people who look at denial the wrong way. Okay, so you go try to buy a car, you go to the dealership, you do your homework, and then you find the perfect car, got all the features you want, the price you want, the color of the car you want. You hype, you there, okay, I'm gonna drive through, show all my friends off, give them a ride. You know, I'm gonna come to work. You drive right real low in the car, you know, but people better than gonna see me. I'm gonna be the flyest person pulled up in the parking lot. I'm like park far away so nobody can dent my car. You already got your mind made up about this car. Right to the dealership, and you go put the application in your confidence. You got your down payment together, your pay stubs, all your paperwork, you're confident. You're like, ooh, can't wait to get these keys. Then you get the nod. Then the bank doesn't approve your application. Now you walked in like I did when I walked into that job. You know, you got all the ambition in the world, you got all the self-confidence in the world, your head's in the clouds. You believe that you talk about where you gonna park, where you gonna drive, how you gonna stun on these haters. You gonna post it on Facebook, Instagram. You know you gonna tweet about it. But now you've been denied. So that big bubble that you created, that's completely burst. You walk out with your head down, you know, feeling defeated. You're feeling defeated, you feel like you lost. And you don't pick yourself up and look at it as if, okay, I didn't get denied. This wasn't for me. See, you ain't looking at it like this wasn't an opportunity for me because you're like, yes, it was. I already picked out the color. I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew all this stuff. See, your mind was already in the wrong place because your mind was already on trying to impress somebody else. It was already on trying to show off to somebody else. It was all about convincing somebody else of your stature, of who you are. Listen to what you said, people. You said that when you park, the people in the parking lot and the people at your job, you gonna stun on them, you gonna stun on your haters, you gonna show off, you gonna show them you have the highest car in the parking lot. You said you gonna drive through your neighborhood with you sitting all low, so nobody can't see you how you drive. You ain't got your seatbelt on, you trying to sit low, do your lean. You was trying to do that. You said, I'm gonna pick up my friends, they're gonna be all excited, you got all these features and stuff. You're more concerned about what everybody else think about your car than you. So did you truly find the car that you wanted, or did you find the car that everybody else wanted? That was going to create envy in everybody else. So when you was denied of that car, was you truly denied of something you wanted, or was you denied of something that you was trying to purchase for somebody else? There's something you was trying to live up to somebody else. Light bulb just went off in your head, didn't it? You wasn't buying that car for you. That wasn't the color car that you truly wanted. If you dig deep in your subconscious, that may not have been the car you liked. Yeah, it might have been a fresh Benz, with the 20-inch chrome rims and the TVs in the back, but you might not even wanted that. You might be like a Toyota Camry type person. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with being a Toyota Camry person? You don't even like red cars. Your favorite color is not even red. Your favorite color is blue. You see what I'm saying? But you was about to buy that red car. Red cars attract extra attention. You didn't get denied because of something you wanted. You got denied because you was trying to purchase something in order to impress somebody else, to convince somebody else of who you are. You was trying to convince somebody of your stature because you didn't understand your stature. What you was truly trying to do was convince somebody else of who you are because they already defined who you are. So you're trying to redefine that by buying this car and hoping that you were going to impress them. Think about it, people. Think about it. You got denied because you wasn't trying to get what you wanted. What you wanted was already set for you. And when you truly dig into your subconscious to figure out what you want, rather than what that stranger is living in your house wants, because what that stranger is living in your house wants is to impress people. It wants to sit here and live for everybody else and not for you. Think about it, people. Think about it. You didn't get denied. You got released. You got released into a new opportunity to not get hung up in a car that you didn't want, but given a new opportunity to go out and get what you truly want. The greatest showing of strength in a boxer is not his ability to get into the ring. It's about getting up off the mat more than he got knocked down. So even though you got knocked down, when you got denied that loan to that car, his greatest strength is to get up, all right, dust yourself off and go get the car you truly want. I know you went to college and you applied for that college, you didn't get in the college you wanted, and you think you can ever get to this college. My mom, my dad, everybody will be so excited. My aunt, my uncle, my grandparents will be so excited about me getting into this college. But is that the college you want to get into? You going to college to be a business owner and learn business management. And truth is, the whole time, you really want to go to a veterinarian college. You don't want to go to Harvard. You want to go to a community veterinarian college because they got the program that's going to really support what you really love. You like helping animals. That's what you really want to do. Then you get upset because you didn't get into Harvard. You didn't even want to go. And you get depressed and you start to lose who you are, that passion and stuff. And even though you go to veterinary school, that stranger, not you, goes to veterinary school. The stranger is living in your house, go to veterinary school. And then they start doing their thing. People, can't live for other people because see, these other people are dictating right now, are dictating how you see yourself, how you view yourself. They're having more control over your future than you. They're destroying your ambition, your self-confidence, your self-esteem. It's all being taken over. They sitting in your house cooking, they sitting at your table right now eating your food. They watching your TV. They sleeping in your bed. You good with that? Of course not. But you got those other people who look at this denial as a blessing. You look at this denial like, you take time and you grieve over now, and you pick yourself and you realize, snap. They didn't get that car because they were saying that car payment was gonna be $800 a month, and I know I only budgeted for four, and I only could afford 400. So if I bought that car, that $800 a month, oh man, I've been hurt because I didn't know this other bill was gonna come up, or I didn't know this other opportunity come up to put my child in private school. So the extra 400 that I was gonna pay on that car, I can now put that on private school. I can just go ahead and rock out in this Toyota because the truth be told, it don't matter if I pull up in a Toyota or Benz. These people gonna talk about me anyway. They gonna feel the way about me anyway. It don't matter what I pull up in. They're not gonna like me anyway. So what does it matter? You got people who look at the situation and say, okay, I'm in touch with my subconscious. I'm in touch with who I am and who lives inside me. And I'm gonna make a decision based off of that, and not what you do. You gotta understand that strangers. When I left that job after 9+ years, didn't make it to 10. That was my goal. Nothing. When I left that job, I made one promise to myself. I made one promise when I eliminated that person who was in my house. When I kicked them out of my house, and they had to get evicted. Oh, I kicked them out. You ever had to evict somebody out of your life? You ever had to break up with somebody? You had to have a nasty breakup. You had to kick your boyfriend or girlfriend out of the house. You had to throw their clothes out the window. You ever had to just really gotta go. I had to kick that person out of my house. I made a promise to myself. I made a promise to my family. That stranger that broke into our house will never be able to break in here again. I'm never going to allow that person to be sitting at my table, taking me off school, mistreating y'all ever. I'm not going to let it happen. I'm not going to let that stranger ever do it again. I kick that person out. And that person tries to break in. He gets a screwdriver, and I catch him sometimes at the window trying to get in, trying to break into my subconscious, trying to tell me I'm not good enough for these offices, trying to tell me I'm not good enough for this promotion. And I get denied. I go apply for a job or apply for a loan or something, and I get denied. That stranger tries to break in again and trying to get back in there and say, hey, yo, it's time for me to come back in. It's time for you to leave and me to step back in. But I got to remind myself of this. Dust myself off and understand what I didn't get wasn't for me. And what is for me, I'm going to get. Just because I've been denied don't mean I'm not deserving of it. It just means it's not time for me to have it. So there's still some work I need to do to get myself prepared. Because the worst thing I can do is jump in a situation I'm not prepared to handle. Mentally, physically, or verbally. You don't want to walk into a situation that you're not prepared for. A lot of you right now are out here trying to get married and sitting there trying to get into a relationship. You at the point in your life right now where you ready to settle down. You ready to find that happily ever after, find that husband, find that wife. And we talk about it often on the show, but you're just not ready for it yet. But you got that stranger living in your house that's in there lying to you, whispering them sweet nothing to you, telling you, you ready, you got this. We got this. They sitting there eating your bowl of cereal in the morning. You driving your car and putting your clothes on it, in your shower, using up all your soap, all your toilet paper. You're chilling. They tell you, yeah, go in that relationship. Go ahead, I got this. Go ahead. Don't take the guy that you want. No, don't take him. Not the guy that you really want. Take the guy that you know you might be attracted to. You know that one right there. Take that. Take the woman that you might be attracted to. Don't take the one that you truly want, that has all the things that you truly want and need. Take that. Because if you get that one that you truly need, you still got that stranger living in your house. You know what that stranger gonna do. You talk about how that stranger mistreated your children, mistreated your shoes, your red bottom, scraping up the album, your red bottom, scratching up your favorite records, running up your cable bill, your phone bill, your electric bill, not paying it. What you think it's gonna do to that relationship you get? When you find your dream woman, a dream husband, what's gonna happen? That stranger in your house will screw that relationship up. Oh, you think he ran your electric phone bill up? Woo! Watch what you see what he does to your person when you find that one you love. Oh, that happily ever after will turn into a nightmare that you can't wake up from. Because see, that stranger still living in your house and you haven't yet recognized that he's there or she's there. You haven't recognized it yet. You gotta wake up from this bad dream you in. You gotta take them curtains off the mirror and start to see, like, yo, what the hell are you doing here? You gotta throw your fists up, yo, you gotta get out of here. Pardon me for cussing. You gotta get out of here, bro. Sister, you gotta go. No. Take my damn shoes off. Mess with, you know how much I want to save up these four red bombs? These Jordans, you mess my sneaks up. Oh, you gotta go. You got what the hell? My cable bills? What? My cable bill never passed $150 now. It's $500. You've been for a pay-per-view? Oh hell, you got to go. You know, like a bad neighbor, you gotta get him the hell out of there. State Farm said like good neighbor, State Farm is there. Like a bad neighbor, you gotta get him the hell out of there. Like, seriously, because if you sit here and you keep dealing with the stranger who's living in the house, they're coming and bringing chaos. You know, they're unorganizing the house. They're taking your foundation. And maybe you thought you found the dream man in your life, or a dream woman in your life, and they checked off on all the boxes, but they just didn't. Or maybe you got denied. You know, you walked up to this woman, she was beautiful, she had everything you wanted, every thought you think you needed. You walk up to her, you talk to her, she completely shut you down. And you let that stranger creep. Right then and there, when you see a stranger creeping up, trying to get up in your car, you know, trying to unlock your door, they're always using some kind of tool. They never got the key. They always use some kind of tool. When you see them, you stop them. Yo, whoa, whoa. It's like you will see somebody, a stranger on the street, trying to break into your house or your car. Whoa, what the hell are you doing? Just because she denied me or he denied me don't mean that I'm less than who I believe I am. That I need to devalue myself. That I need to let you come into my life and come into my subconscious. What this means is this just wasn't the person for me. See, I allowed lust in my eyes to overpower my heart and my mind. And sometimes we gotta allow things to just break out, play out. Sometimes we try to force people to be in our lives that don't belong there. And that's when problems come in. That's when relationships end because you had trying to control and trying to keep somebody in your life who don't want to be there. You ever do that? I'm sure we all been in a situation, and probably more women than men been in a situation. Women out here, you probably can speak to this more than us guys. That you at some point dated a guy that just wants to run out in the streets and want to hang out with his boys, you know, Craig and them. He wants to go hang out with Craig and them. He wants to be hanging out in the corner more than he wants to spend time with you. He don't want Netflix and chill with you. He want to go chill at Craig's house playing video games, drinking. I don't know what that's about. It ain't none of my business. But for some reason, he wants to spend more time with Craig than you. Okay? And you had that guy. Okay? You was dating that guy. You stay trying to force him to stay in the house. You arguing with him, you shouting with him, you beating on him, spitting on him. I'm a coach of clothes. You ready to cut his Jordans, pour bleach on his clothes, all the crazy things. You ready to key his car because you're just trying to force this man to stay in your house. While the whole time you fighting him to stay in, the whole time he fighting to get out. Where does that make sense at? We all been at that place. Men, you've been there too, where you try to keep a woman in. You like, yo, let's order some food, stay in, watch a movie or something, let's chill. And she just fighting you to get out because she want to go to the club with her friends and them, with Cheryl and them. She want to go hang out with Cheryl and them at the club. You know what I'm saying? And you fighting to keep her in. Sometimes you gotta let them people go, man. See, it's that stranger that's living in your house. You allow that stranger to live in your crib and you just sitting there trying to keep them. You gotta open the door when that stranger's trying to get out. Sometimes you just gotta walk up to that door, you gotta politely open the screen door and hold it like, you need help carrying your bag? You don't want that. Oh, you need me help? Oh, you want me to open the trunk for you? You alright? You got it? Alright, cool. Peace. Let me shut and lock this door, put the deadbolt on, the chain lock on, make sure these windows locked so you can't get back in. Instead of trying to hold people in that don't want to be there, it's time to let people go. So when somebody denies you, when a relationship denies you, instead you try to fight for that relationship, fight for that woman who don't want you, who don't appreciate you, let it go. And sometimes we try to get the most beautiful person, beautiful woman, beautiful guy in the world because, we want to get it out, man. We got the family barbecue, like the family reunions. We want to get around our co-workers, at happy hour. And we want to show off, our arm candy. My arm candy, I got right here. Yeah, trying to make me feel better. Not realizing that once again, we allow other people to control our subconscious, control who we are, control how we feel about ourselves, control who we date. Because I need this person on my arm to show you who I am, to define my stature in your eyes. I'm trying to live up to what you projected me to be, not who I am. You don't get it yet? Is the picture I'm painting, is it clear enough for you? Am I simplifying this enough for you? Or is it just not simple enough? The point that I'm trying to get is, we living for other people. We living for other people's happiness, for other people's approval, and not for our own. At what point you gonna buy a house, buy a car, find a woman or a man that best fits you? That's how you get that stranger out your house. You gotta find the situation that best fits you. You gotta know who you are, know where you're going. Most importantly, you have to know that obstacles are gonna come your way. I wanted that corner office, I still do, and I'm going to get it. This time, instead of becoming the CEO of a long line of other businesses, I said, you know what? I need to redefine that. Because see, becoming the CEO of that business was more about proving myself to y'all. Because putting my picture up on the wall against all these other CEOs was more for you and other people that would come behind me to see my picture up there. It was to define my stature, my place with people who I didn't even know yet. I was trying to define myself and trying to live up to expectations of people who I didn't even meet yet, who I didn't even know existed yet, probably wasn't even born yet. I ain't interested in doing that now. Now I realize what I truly want to do and what I truly am going to do. Instead of looking for the corner office in your business, I decided to create my own business and build an office in my own business and build a business that I can give to my children. Now I'm living for my children. Now I'm living for my family. I'm trying to impress my wife. I'm trying to impress my children. That's who I'm trying to live for. I'm trying to impress myself. I'm competing with myself. I tell my children all the time this, and I tell everybody this ever talk to this. Don't want what's in another man or another woman's hand. Don't want what's in their lives. Don't want the car they got. Don't want the man they got, the woman they got. Don't want what somebody else got. Because see, it's not what you see. It's what you don't see. You don't see what's happening in that relationship. You don't see what they're going through to have that nice car. You don't see what they're going through to have the house. You should never want what somebody else has. Know what you want in your heart. And it's not bad to be inspired by somebody else, but not to want what they have. You want to gradually get you a better car, that's cool, but don't get it because they have it. Get it because something about it makes you feel good. It fulfills something inside you. It's about you making you happy and not trying to stunt for the gram, not trying to show off for Facebook, not trying to show off for people who don't like you. Don't you? It's about understanding that people are going to disappoint you because that's their position in life, that's their job in life. Your boss is going to disappoint you. You're going to be turned down for promotion. You're going to be turned down for car loans. You're going to be turned down for college. You're going to be turned down for jobs. A man's going to turn down. A woman's going to deny you. You're going to get denial. Denial doesn't mean that you're good enough. It doesn't mean you're not deserving of it. It doesn't mean you're not smart enough. You're not pretty or handsome enough. It doesn't mean you ain't got enough money for it. It just means it's not the right time and not the right opportunity or the right thing or the right person. And that the right one will find you if you open yourself up and allow yourself. If you turn the lights on and eliminate that darkness until you are not to see. That's the truth. The strangers living in your house. Because I know you may think, it helps you through difficult times of depression and frustration and stress and all that. The reality is all these things neglecting your children, neglecting your husband or wife, neglecting your friends, running your cable bill, your home bill, your electric bill, eating all your groceries, using up all your toilet paper, destroying the fly Jordans or fly red bottom shoes or whatever your type is. You're destroying your life. She's destroying your life. As a person that was uninvited to your house because that stranger was not invited to your subconscious, was not invited to your house. It's an unwanted guest. So treat it as such. Get that unwanted guest out of your life. You can do it. Stop allowing people to define who you are. Take some time to yourself. Take some time to yourself to figure out what you like. Not because of what you've seen, what you heard, or what somebody else like, or how somebody will look at you, but what makes you happy? What truly makes you happy? What do you want? Find out what you like and then go after it. And once you find out who you are, what you're truly worth, how much time is truly worth, when you find that real you, hold that person. Hold that person as tight as you possibly can. With one objective. Never let it go. I want to thank you for joining me for another episode of Past to Present Podcast. I'm your host, Alan Great. Thank you for being here. I hope that it helps you in some kind of way. I hope that we can get these strangers out of our house and that they never, ever return. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you and I love you all. And until next time I see you people, I only got one thing left to say here. Stay tuned. Peace.